Guys, this is Carnivore 5, and today I'm bringing you guys another freelance offense, and we're going to be talking about the flex offense. We're here in scrimmage mode, and we're going to be using the 97 Jazz, since that's mainly what I know the flex is used for. They don't really use the offense very much at all in the NBA anymore, since the inception of the three-point line and teams going to more of a four-out type of offense. So, first things first, there's really... in my opinion, there's not really a certain build you want to use this offense for. If I was to pick something, I would pick guys that can score inside, have good layups. And you really want to use this for a balanced team. I wouldn't recommend using this for a team like that's superstar driven, because you don't really need to do that. Yeah, teams like the Rockets or Cavs really don't need to run an offense like this. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how to initiate it. Left on the D-pad, R1. We're going to go to flex, and then we're going to leave it on motion cuts. If you leave it on space to floor, they literally don't move, they just stand there. And then freelance, they go based off their tendencies, so we don't want to do that. And you can bring it up to the left or right side to initiate it. Something else to keep in mind is you want to make sure your tempo is set to patient, because you'll be going into fast break offense more than anything else. So have John Stockton bring it up here. Again, it doesn't even matter who brings it up. We'll talk more about that later. So basically, if you guys are familiar with flex at all, it's the same thing. We ran this in high school. Teams all across the country, I imagine, run this. That's an old play. So I imagine if you guys played in high school or whatnot, you've probably seen this play. Again, it doesn't matter who brings it up, and they'll automatically space the floor for you. As long as you have to hold it for a second or two, and they will start it. So, anyways, there is that main baseline screen, and then there's the down screen. That's the two main screens off it. Like, there's the baseline screen, okay, and then there's a down screen. And after he down screens, he will roll out to the corner. Then that'll initiate Q to the down guy to screen away for the opposite corner for the baseline screen. You want to give it one or two reverses, and then you want to go right into something else, because you don't have time to sit here and play with it. Keep in mind, I've noticed a lot that the center will be the second guy coming off that down screen. So if you have somebody like Foster can't shoot, that's not a good thing when the clock is running down. So I recommend giving it, one baseline screen and then one down screen, and then kind of, start attacking, figure something out. That's where you want to call for a manual pick and roll, isolation, or post up. From the POEs, I haven't noticed much. I tried pick and roll, and I tried playing through a certain player. It was the same thing. If I initiate the smart plays, it just runs a completely different play. So this is kind of its own thing. You can't really do much else out of it, which doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I'll show you guys some gameplay footage later in Superstar Sim, and I did get some open looks off that baseline screen. Something else to keep in mind is you will get a lot of switches, so you will get mismatches. So look for that. Especially early on in the offense. If you see a mismatch, go ahead and attack it. Like right now we have Klay Thompson on Karl Malone, so I can post him up and have an advantage right there. Okay, so it's bound to happen. They're bound to switch. If they don't switch, somebody's going to be open. It's just that simple, as long as they set good screens. So that's pretty much it to the play. I'm going to show you guys a real game, show you some things that worked for me. And I didn't show you online footage of this game, but it could work online. Just be patient with it, and I guarantee your opponents will be scrambling around way out of position. Again, if you choose to run this play online, just be smart about it. Don't try to run it too much. Just run, 1-2 screens and then attack. They're going to give you something that's open. So next up, guys, I'm going to be showing you some in-game footage. Alright, so we finally got our game started. It's going to be our lineup. Again, we're using the Jazz. Keep in mind, we really only have two people that can shoot, Hornacek and Stockton. Keith's just really a cutter. POEs, I set to pick and roll, but again, I don't think it really matters. I put shoot at will, and I actually made the mistake to do this. You want to put it on patient offense, not shoot at will, because you'll have sometimes where they'll try to do a fast break offense. Alright, so getting into it, let's see here. First, remember the first read is always that initial baseline screen. You saw Keith cutting off there, got good position, and he finished inside. Keep in mind this is on Superstar Sim, so it's not going to be entirely easy to score every single time. Right here, start the offense. We got Malone coming off the curl screen, and then we got our cutter there. Uses the left hand. That was beautiful. That was a good finish. Just an example of how that first cut might always be there, so look for it. Again, this is where you can get in trouble sometimes if you don't have patience. You have to ignore that fast break offense. So kind of got ourselves in a bind right here. So we just initiated a pick and roll because we didn't have anything there. We had Malone on the roll. He got fouled on the drive. I could have pulled up, but he was a little deep. Just keep in mind, that's another thing I'm talking about, guys. If it's not there, your offense is getting out of whack, just call a quick pick and roll or some other play really quick. So right here, that's all day. That's really what we want to do with the Jazz. We had Malone come off that first baseline screen and wide open. Computer overplayed it and he dunked it. That's really the first look in this offense. All right, we have our cutter. Let's see if he's open. Alright, nothing there. We're going to let the play keep going. We got our down screen. This is where we have a guy out of position, but, I figured I'd go ahead and back him down since the shot clock's running out. That's just, an example of situational awareness. He gave me room, so I took my center in there and posted up deep and got a nice little hook shot. So, again, bringing it up. Let's see when we get started. Remember, hold the ball for a second or two. It'll eventually start. Don't get too impatient. We have our initial cut, it's not there. We have our down screen. We have Malone, I figured, might as well take him. We got a nice little isolation here. I'll try to post up. And I drew another foul. I wish I was a little bit better with the Jazz because I wasn't too good with using Malone or Stockton or Hornacek because I'm not used to playing with them, but it is what it is. Alright, so we'll have another offensive series here. We bring in the ball up. Again, be patient. It's either going to initiate one of two ways. One of the guys will pop up, usually the shooting guard, or they'll set a curl screen to initiate. Again, we're running down time here, so I initiated a quick pick and roll. We actually had a good look there, but Malone just missed the layup for some reason. So that's an example of using some situational awareness when nothing's working. Right here we have, that little down curl screen, whatever you want to call it, and Hornacek came off that ready to shoot, and he hit it. So that's just another look in the offense. It's always going to be there if the defense isn't going to respect it. And right here we're kind of running our own thing because I think for whatever reason the flex wasn't working, so we kind of ran our own thing. We got Malone isolated on a post-up. Of course, it depends what team you're using. If you don't have a post-up guy, and you might want to call for an isolation or a quick floppy screen or something else if you don't have that good post-up man. Alright, so let me show you guys a few more sets here. Let's see if we can get that baseline cutter. It's not there. We got the down screen. So right here I catch it with 5 seconds. This isn't good. Right here I see Malone cut at the last second. He was open and he actually got fouled, so I got kind of built out there that Malone cut off that screen so hard because we were running out of time. And that's the example I was talking about, is having your 5. He's going to catch the ball on that second down screen running out of time. So you want to keep that in mind if you have a center that can't shoot. So we have that down screen to initiate it, then we're going to have another down screen, then the baseline screen, but I figured right now I got Malone, I was going to post up, get him to work. He got a decent look there, but again, like I said, I'm not too great with Malone. He missed the fadeaway. Again, we got our bottom guard popping up. This is going to initiate the offense. It's got the opposite baseline guy cutting, and then we got our down screen, and this is Malone. I figured, hey, this is a nice little shot right here from mid-range. I thought it was a good look. He did miss it. Again, that's just my inexperience playing him alone. If that's something like Anthony Davis, that probably would have been money, or Dirk. And one last play we're going to show you guys. Got Hornacek coming off the curl screen. Nothing there for the baseline. Then we got the down screen. We got Malone curling. I took him off the drive there. Crossed him over. Got it and drew another foul. I drew a lot of fouls of Malone. Hey guys, so that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned a thing or two. Some key takeaways from the flex offense. 1, it doesn't matter who brings up the ball. 2, if your point guard does bring the ball up, your small forward is always going to be the initial cutter, so you want to make sure you have a good small forward that can cut. Um, 3, you have a big man. He's going that can't shoot. Keep in mind he's going to be coming up on the second down screen, so you want to make sure you start a quick pick and roll or do something else after the first down screen and the first baseline screen. And lastly, and most important, guys, just use common sense out there. If you're playing online, your opponents just aren't playing good defense. You don't need to run. You don't need to put yourself through the trouble to do all these screens and whatnot. Just take what's there. This offense is just a base offense. You guys, Jazz used to run it all the time, but I mean they sit there and ran through the motions every single time. Mix it up, guys. It's really going to be on you. That's what makes these freelance offenses great. So, hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if you guys want to see more of these freelance offenses and which offenses you guys would like to see. It's car number 5 signing out.